Hello and welcome to another update video about Bitcoin. Bitcoin is currently in a support zone, in a micro support zone. We've seen a little bit of volatility today. There was a spike and a rejection, and Bitcoin made technically a new high. So let's talk about these structures. I will zoom in a minute, but for everybody who's new on the channel, let's take a look at the wider structure, at the overall structure we're dealing with. Tomorrow we are going to talk about the daily chart again. Don't think it's necessary right now because, nothing has happened on the larger time frame. We did that in the first video today. So what I like to do, I'd like to just talk about the structure here on the 1 hour, 30-minute charts. And the idea is that an A wave, obviously of a wave 4 correction, bottomed on the 20th of March. We are in this B wave correction, but it's basically the correction within the correction. Then a C wave to the downside should still follow. This B wave is a 3-wave move. I discussed that at length in previous updates. In short, we've reached the target range and the resistance range, but more importantly, the target range. But in this B wave, which is an A, B, C structure, one more high is actually missing. It would look best if there was one more high. That would be the most probable ideal structure, okay? So if we consider that B wave rally, an ABC structure, which it normally should be, then we had a top in wave A, we had a low in wave B, and the C wave rally is basically unfolding right now. But it's probable that the highest probability element, it's probable that's the, you know what I mean. So it's likely that the highest probability element is complete of that rally, which is the wave 3. Okay, so ABC and the C wave should be a 5-wave move, and we already have waves 1, 2, and 3 complete. Wave 4 in the late stages possibly, and wave 5 still to come. The problem, or what makes it difficult to interpret at the moment, is that, we can say the third wave possibly topped in the target area there, this white box. The fourth wave then might still be unfolding, yes. I have to say, though, that today's spike might have been the fifth wave. It might have been the fifth wave. I have to say that's possible. However, the nature of the rally, the structure that we had, and the swift rejection, this quick rejection, to me makes it more likely that this was just a high B wave in a wave 4. And then a wave 5 is still to come. So the wave 4 support area is unchanged. It remains unchanged. It's still valid, still relevant. And it remains here between 66,678 and 69,614. So that's the overall support range. Because the C wave to the upside is an ending diagonal, we have to accept that the price could come down to the golden ratio level if it needs to. That's a 61.8 retracement here at 66,678, which means I cannot, with a given structure, with the structure we've been given here, and with the structure that's developed, I cannot confirm that a fifth wave has already happened. So I would like to see, actually, for an ideal structure, one more high. So it should be clear, one more high to possibly 73K, or if things go well, maybe even 75K. So that's here the 1.38 extension, possibly the 1.618 extension. At the moment we're holding support. The market is respecting the support area. The move to the downside looks actually corrective. It doesn't really look impulsive. And it's currently holding the 38.2 retracement, which is normally an ideal target for a fourth wave. That obviously all here only on the 30-minute chart, so things can change quite quickly there. If we consider this indeed an ABC structure, then what we can do, can take the length of the A wave, we go to the top of the B wave, and then you see an additional target zone, which is basically the price is in the middle of it, and the next support is at 68K. So it's the ideal spot for Bitcoin to complete this fourth wave and ideally to start a fifth wave rally. But as I said, because it is possible that the fifth wave already topped, it made technically another higher high. So it's not like, I can now say that we have enough waves in place. It just doesn't look ideal. So there are certain nuances I'm looking at to determine what's the most probable scenario. And, from an Elliott Wave point of view, I rather count this move today a high B wave. So, the risk certainly for a move down into the lower, larger support area has increased with today's spike because, as I said, the structurally the move to the upside is technically complete or could be complete, but it just doesn't have the right look, and therefore I still prefer one more high. It's just that I cannot confirm a top in place until we have a break of micro support, precisely because of that. And if we get a break below micro support or a break of micro support, then the price could come down into the lower support region, into the region between 55.4K to 61.8K. And once we have a top in place, I can give you a more precise target. That's my update about Bitcoin. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also, make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter for additional content. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.